Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gina and in today's video I have a first impressions makeup tutorial for you guys. I did a full face of makeup using all new products. So if you guys are interested in seeing what I use for today's video, then please keep on watching. And before you leave, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that I can see you guys in my next video. So let's just jump right into the tutorial. I have a bunch of products here that I really want to try out and get through. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So first, I want to use an eye primer. I'm going to go in with Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the shade Fix. I have used the original one before, but not this tinted one. So let's put that on the eyes. So I have the Natasha Denona Sunset palette here. It is so gorgeous. Let me open that for you. And what the shades look like. I mean, how gorgeous is that? Like, look at all these warm tone colors. Oh my god, they're so pretty. But today I'm gonna stick to probably this kind of bottom row right here because I want to do just a quick makeup look with this. Now I want to use these warm tones for sure, but I'm probably going to keep that for another tutorial. So the palette came with a cover which had all the names on it, but I took that out. I have no use for it. So yeah, I'm just gonna take that shade right there. Ooh, that's a super pretty color. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a blending brush and just going to mix these two shades right here. This is a brown and this is a pinky type of color. I'm noticing that the mattes have a little bit of fallout, but it blends just beautifully. And that's really what I'm looking for in an eyeshadow palette. I'm going to go back in with this shade. I'm going to take a MAC 219 and just maybe this gold one right here. Just going to take that in the inner corner. Next I'm going to take this white over here, just a little bit, and just highlight on the top. So I'm just going to go in and line my top lash line with a liquid liner. I don't have a new liner to try, so I'm just going to put that on and I'll be right back. So I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom half of my eyes using these Marc Jacobs pencils. One is in the shade Earthquake and the other one is Fine Wine. So first I'm going to go in with the brown shade. I'm going to use Fine Wine underneath the lash line. I'm going to go in with this brown again and just run that underneath. Of course, I know it is quite an expensive palette, but you know what? Natasha Denona makes some of the best eyeshadow palettes in the world. I have so many of her palettes and I just swear by them. They're so good. Totally worth the money. Also, these Marc Jacobs pencils are so creamy and so easy to apply. Oh my god, like, and they're so long lasting. Like, my eyes are watering right now, but it is still holding up. So yeah, highly recommend these. So I want to try this mascara. This is Marc Jacobs Volume. Doesn't say on this packaging. I'll leave the name down below. And yeah, let's just go ahead and try it. So I know that in the camera there you can't see much of my lashes, but looking up close, yeah, this is a winner. I really like these kind of mascaras. It kind of reminds me of the Too Faced, not really. The Too Faced one, wand, I think is a little bit thicker, but yeah, really enjoying it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add on some false lashes and I'll be right back. Sorry, the camera wasn't recording. So yeah, I just started priming my face with this Urban Decay Rehab Makeup Prep. It is a hydrating gel, and I just put a few dots and I'm just gonna rub that all over my face. It feels really cooling, by the way. This is the Diorskin Forever Foundation in shade 41. It says it's an everlasting wear pore refining effect and has shine control as well, which I really need because I have combo skin, and right now it's summertime and my skin just gets oily so quickly, especially in the T-zone area. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this out. I did swatch it in store before buying this, so I know it's my shade. So I just put 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use a Real Technique sponge and just buff that in. Can I just say, this foundation smells really good. Oh my god. I don't know what it reminds me of, the smell. Looking at the texture of this, I would say it's quite just on the medium side. It's not a full coverage by any means, although it says, well, it doesn't say full coverage, but it just says everlasting. So next up, I have a new concealer that I want to try today. This is the Stellar concealer in shade S03. This brand Stellar is a new brand to Sephora, and I'm quite excited to try this one. And I'm gonna go in with the Real Technique sponge and just buff it all in again. This concealer kind of reminds me of the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. The texture is similar to that. I'm going to go in with the CoverFx Custom Enhancer Drops. This is in the shade Rose Gold, and just going to shake this a little bit. With this Custom Enhancer Drops, you have to work really quickly. So what I'm going to do is put some on the back of my hand and just dab that and just blend it in like right away. These are super pigmented. I'm gonna go in with my Real Technique sponge and just press that in. I'm gonna go in and set my under eyes, and I have the e.l.f. HD powder. This is just a translucent powder. So I do have to bronze my face because right now I'm looking super pale. I'm gonna go in with the Guerlain Terracotta bronzing powder. This is a trio, and it's kind of like a mix of cool and warm tones. It's supposed to be for contouring, but I mean you can mix them all together for a good bronzy shade. So that's what I'm gonna do. So now either you, if you have tried these terracotta powders, either you're a lover of the smell or you're not, and I love the smell of this. Something about the smell reminds me of my childhood. I can't put a finger on it, but I hope the camera is picking it up, but it's super gorgeous. Love this. It is like a matte, it is a matte bronzer, but it is kind of like a satin finish. So yeah, there's no shine. So if you're one of those oily skin girls that don't like a shimmery bronzer, then this is like beautiful. It just applies beautifully on the face. This might be one of my favorite Guerlain bronzers. I have a new brow gel that I want to try. This is the Givenchy Mr. Brow Filler, and I have heard really good things about this. I'm just gonna go ahead and set my brows. So the tint looks a little bit lighter than what my brows naturally are. So yeah, I really like it so far. I mean, the real test is if it just wears throughout the day. But I'm gonna continue using this. This is in the shade 01 Brunette. So moving on, I want to try blush today. This is Tom Ford blush in the shade Paradiso. Now this is a cream blush, and I actually forgot that I had powder on my face, but that's okay. It should not be a problem. I just use my fingers to just apply it. And then I'm gonna use my Real Techniques brush to just buff that in. Yeah, it's super pretty. So, you know, for those of you who say that you cannot, once you have powder on your face, you cannot put cream on top, that's not true in all creams. If the cream sets quickly, it's gonna be fine. Like I have never had an issue where I accidentally put powder first and then I went on top with the cream bronzer or a cream blush. It works just fine. As long as the product is something that sets quickly, it should be okay. So this is the Estee Lauder highlighter in the shade Modern Mercury, and it is their collab with Victoria Beckham. Now it did come out last year, but every time I went to get something from the collection, this was the first thing that got sold out in every store. It was so frustrating. So finally when they brought this back this year, I was like, yes, I can totally get my hands on this because it is highly raved about. I'm going to use my Sephora Pro Highlight brush to apply this, and this is a new brush in Sephora. So I'm going to apply this on the high points of my face. So lastly, I'm going to go in with lipstick because that's the only thing remaining. I have these Tarte lipsticks. One is in the shade 5 o'clock. I'm going to swatch this for you. It's like a kind of, it's like your everyday nude, warm pinky nude. And I have the shade Decay. It's almost like a pink. I think I'm going to go in with 5 o'clock. It's the lesser pink of the two. It's really pretty. I mean, it's super creamy on the lips. I didn't realize that it was going to be that creamy. Yeah. We gotta set the face, you know, because it is so hot out there. I do have the Glam Glow Setter makeup setting spray, and It smells so good, you guys. What is... It smells so good. So good! Yeah, that's it, you guys. That's the finished look. Yeah, super pretty, super beautiful makeup today. Yeah, I'm really loving all the colors. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that me trying on these new products helped you decide what you kind of want to buy and what you would like for yourself. I thoroughly enjoyed this first impressions makeup tutorial. I think everything in here worked for me, so yeah, I can totally vouch for these. If you guys like this video, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that I can see you guys in my next video. Thanks. Bye guys.